Group of U.S. lawmakers from the House China Select Committee in Detroit today to speak with the CEOs of Ford and with GM. They want to urge them to limit their dependency on Chinese auto parts, Doug. And so I think what's interesting about this is that we're having all these conversations about, decoupling from the Chinese. The automakers have, you can argue, the most to lose by something like that.
Well, they could. And also, for the first time, we're actually having this discussion about China, not just in general being the military power, which we talk about a lot, but also this economic power. And I think that's the real key here that finally people are waking up to. Is it the legitimacy of the economic power that China is not only influencing over us, but other countries as well? That's what they're doing. And at the same time, building up their military aspect. This is something, folks, if you're watching this closely, this is something Russia never could do. Russia was always military. They never had the economic. China has both. And it's really interesting to me, Sharon, I would love to get some feedback, that they're calling this a good thing from this Blinken meeting yesterday, but yet the very reason you go is to get military communications happening again, which is very important. If you've seen the ships at sea, you've seen the airplanes, and we did not get that. I don't see how it's
because of what's happening in the Taiwan Strait. And we actually got a little bit of a response this morning from Taiwan over that. Those comments from Blinken yesterday. But, with these automakers, Elon Musk was just in China. Xi Jinping met with Bill Gates before he met with Antony Blinken. I don't think they really care about meeting with Antony Blinken. They care about meeting with these CEOs because they want the money and the production to stay in China. They have no interest in decoupling from us. We're their gravy train.
They have only an interest in decoupling from the dollar, Cheryl, and de-dollarization is their number one priority. China's running a zero-sum game, and if the U.S. is winning, they're losing, and that's how they view it, and that's how they'll always view it, because that's what they have a 100-year strategy to be the most dominant country in the world, bar none, and that's it. So what we have to realize is, why did we outsource to China in the first place? And if we really want to have a solid debate on getting the problem fixed, and so that we're not beholden to China, because we went from, gosh, some of our labor policies here were too expensive. We outsourced, we offshore, we went to cheaper areas. China was it back in the 2000 area. It's not that anymore. Right now, it's really getting expensive to produce in China. We're looking for Vietnam and other places. So it's a zero-sum game. America has to step up. We're losing right now.
We wanted cheaper toasters.
Exactly.
And this is what happened. It's true. All right. Well.